As a USAFA graduate and a UPT graduate from 1970 to 74, you trained and flew the EC 121 and the HH 53 during Vietnam. What bearing did Vietnam have on your faith formation and call to ministry?
Well, obviously in the 60s, I was at the academy from 65 to 69, so Vietnam was growing every year, and of course 68, the Tet Offensive, and things were booming, so all of us cadets went to the Arnold Hall, the theater, and were every Saturday morning, and we're told, get ready because you're going to go participate in this war. So they didn't hide it from us. We were being trained and prepared to go to fight in Vietnam in case, unless something happened that would end it before. But this was in the 60s, so we were building up, not going down. So anyway, we had in mind that that was going to happen. And by the grace of Almighty God, I graduated on time and got married the day after graduation. So I was an eligible bachelor for one day, and Ann and I got married in Colorado Springs and off to pilot training. It was during my junior year at the Air Force Academy that I felt this call to the ministry. It was just truly, we were in a church during a spring revival moment, and the evangelist said, the Lord calls people to ministry, and if He's calling you, you come on down. Well, I felt the call of God to ministry, and I was a cadet, and I liked being a cadet, so I didn't know where that was going. So to make a long story short, the superintendent said, this is good. We send graduates to medical school and law school. We'll send you to the seminary, and you can be a chaplain. And the only problem with that is he didn't check with the chaplain corps. And so by the time I was a senior, thinking I was going to be the first academy graduate to go to the seminary upon graduation, the chief of chaplains told the superintendent, when he gets his seminary education and is endorsed by a church, we'll take him. So anyway, so I knew I had to fly, and I was glad to do that. So and thankful that I was healthy enough to be a pilot. And so I went to pilot training in beautiful Del Rio by the sea at Laughlin Air Force Base. And the reason we have pilot training there is because there's nothing you can fly into to cause an accident. It's all desert and in Texas. And so we enjoyed pilot training, and we're every day, you're going to Vietnam, get ready, think about what you want to fly. Well, I'm an academy graduate. We only know there's fighters. What else is there? Well, I wasn't high enough in the class to get a fighter, so I got a reconnaissance airplane, and I flew the Super Constellation, it was called, the EC 121, and it's an airborne early warning like the E3 of today, the airborne command and control. So I flew that in Korat, Thailand in 1971, had a deployment there and flew that, and while there saw the rescue mission, said I'd rather do that. So I came home, volunteered for helicopters, and got selected to fly the HH 53, the Super Jolly Green Giant, and it was so fun, so good. And of course, the mission was incredible, and to go pick up down pilots. So that's what we did for a year, and was stationed at Da Nang Air Base from 1972 to actually everybody left Vietnam in December of 72, so we went to Thailand to finish my tour, and I flew out of Nong Kham Phanom rescue missions out of there until March of 73. So I felt that Vietnam was terribly important as a part of my life. All this time knowing or believing that one day I would have a chance to be a chaplain. So I think that helped me be a better chaplain as I reflect back on those years, because of some of the war stories that we could tell, and some of the stuff you wear on your uniform would send a message that was important to say, God is with you in all these scenarios. And I got to be a little Baptist preacher to tell them that during the time. So I'm thankful for that experience. Yeah.